I really, I've believed for decades now that the only way to live is to have a valid passport at all times, to be ready to bug out, and I don't mean when the you-know-what hits the fan scenario comes. I mean for when life happens. Divorce, death, loss of job, health problems, societal problems. Have your things in order, have a last will and testament, have your final arrangements prepared for. And for years now, I've been telling people, you really need 2 passports valid, 2 nationalities. You have to be able to speak 2 or 3 or more languages fluently. And you just have to be very nimble, not tied down with real estate, bills, debts, that sort of thing. I know it seems impossible, and you might wonder where I've gotten all the money for this. I just want to assure you that I've never earned more than $25,000 a year. That was years ago. My last job in New York had a salary of $25,000 a year. I've never come close to that here in France. Never. And it's been 11 years since I've had full-time salaried work. Good luck getting a job over here if you're over 40. Yes, that's illegal, but that's how it is. But even, I've been married 3 times, even with my second marriage, which was a long one, more than 10 years. I made sure that there were 2 domiciles so that if things fell apart, I would have somewhere to go. I'm working on that now with this marriage. There were a lot of things I didn't understand about French marital law. If you get married over here, ask for a marriage contract. A notary does that. It doesn't cost very much. It keeps your financial situation separate from that of your spouse. A lot of people over here do that. My husband didn't want to do that, and I went along with it. I didn't know better. I didn't understand that if he becomes mentally ill and abusive, I have no right to force him to get treatment. I can't get him locked up. I don't have a child. I have no priority for shelter. Basically, I'm chattel. So whichever country you go to, I'm afraid you're going to have to pay a lot of money for a lawyer to explain things to you, to have things translated for you. It's expensive. If you don't do this, Lord help you. You're going to find out the hard way. It's just me, but I've never expected any government to look after me. My family, absolutely not. Neither my in-laws in any marriage or my own family. That's just not realistic. I haven't counted on getting a handout or any assistance in any way for getting through school, for taking care of my daily expenses, for my health care needs, and I'm disabled and I couldn't get health care in the United States eventually at any price. It cost me the life of a child. You can still be happy and optimistic. I'm usually very calm and I'm usually very, very happy, especially in the last few years, without losing your sense of realism, without being realistic. I come from a poor white female background in the United States, and statistically that is just the bottom of the barrel. Nobody's going to roll out any red carpets for you if that's your background. You've got a lot stacked against you. You're female, you're white, you have no money. I mean, good luck. Fortunately, I didn't even realize how precarious my situation was when I was over there growing up. I probably should have, but I didn't. You know, I just went along with the program and thought everything's okay. I was very motivated and positive thinking, and I did whatever I had to do to survive within reason. So, if you're living in La La Land and you think somebody's going to sweep you off your feet and be Prince Charming, or take you into some other country, you and your family and your pets and your things or whatever, you know, you are just dreaming. Even if you can get a sponsor in another country, you know, how long can they do that for you? How long will they be willing to do that for you? What kind of legal woes are they taking on if you screw up? You know, think about it. It's very serious stuff. I had friends back in New York who used to say, oh, she's a closet adult, because I was always the one who was planning and saving and, you know, not doing what most people I knew were doing. And I'm not saying I'm better than they were or are, but I think I was just way more realistic. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, bye.